Part 1, Childhood and Early Life, 1162, c. 1187, the year is 1162. On the windswept steppes of Mongolia, among rolling hills and endless grasslands, a boy is born who will change the course of history. His name is Temujin, son of the chieftain Yesujay and his wife Holun. Temujin is born into a harsh and unstable world. Mongol tribes constantly fight, and only strength matters. His father leads a small tribe, but holds important alliances. From birth, Temujin carries an omen. He is born with a blood clot in his hand, a sign that he is destined for greatness. When he is just 9 years old, his father takes him on a journey to find a wife, as was custom. During the trip, Yesujay is poisoned by rivals and dies shortly after. This event changes everything. Without a leader, the tribe falls apart. His mother Holun and her children are abandoned on the steppe, forced to survive on berries, roots, and small animals. For Temujin, this is a brutal upbringing. He learns early to fight for survival. His siblings compete for scarce food, and conflicts are sometimes deadly. But amid the hardships, his will becomes steel. He vows never again to let his family be weak or humiliated. One of his greatest trials comes when he is captured by a rival tribe. As a young boy, he is imprisoned in wooden shackles and guarded day and night, but through cleverness and courage, he escapes. This marks the beginning of his reputation as a leader with extraordinary determination. As a teenager, he begins gathering friends and followers. His most important ally becomes Jamaka, a charismatic warrior who shares his vision. Together, they swear a blood oath of brotherhood, dreaming of uniting the tribes and bringing order to the chaos. Unlike other leaders, Temujin starts building loyalty based on skill and merit rather than birthright. He rewards those who prove themselves, regardless of family background. In his late teens, he marries Bert. She becomes not only his life partner, but also a key political ally. Soon after, she is kidnapped by a rival tribe, the Merkits. Temujin rallies his small band of followers and with the help of Jamaka and the powerful chieftain Togrul, rescues her. This victory solidifies his growing status. By the late 1180s, Temujin has grown from an abandoned boy into a young warrior with a growing reputation, ready to face the challenges that will test his friendship with Jamaka and push him toward ultimate leadership. Part 2, The Road to Power c. 1187–1206. By the late 1180s, Temujin stands at a crucial crossroads. He has grown from an outcast boy into a respected warrior, but the path to power will be brutal. Brotherhood and conflict. At first, Temujin and Jamaka fight side by side, dreaming of uniting the fractured tribes, but they soon part ways. Jamaka adheres to traditional hierarchies based on noble birth, while Temujin values loyalty and skill above bloodlines. This new approach attracts followers but also sparks resentment. In 1187, Temujin declares himself Khan of his followers. Jamaka sees this as betrayal and civil war erupts. At the Battle of Dalan Baljut, Temujin suffers a crushing defeat. Jamaka captures 30,000 prisoners and executes them brutally, demonstrating the harsh realities of steppe warfare. Temujin survives and learns from the loss. He rebuilds, gathering new allies and reorganizing his followers. A new order. Temujin reorganizes the army into units of tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s, creating an efficient military structure. Loyalty to the leader comes before family ties. He enforces strict discipline. Plunder without permission is forbidden, women and children are to be protected, and orders must be obeyed. Alliances and victories. Temujin strengthens ties with Togrul, Khan of the Kherate, and together they defeat mutual enemies. But success breeds envy, and when Togrul fears Temujin's rising power, he turns against him. Through strategy and discipline, Temujin emerges victorious. Throughout the 1190s, he continues uniting tribes, rewarding those who submit and crushing those who resist. By doing so, he expands his influence rapidly. The crowning moment, in 1201, Jamaka declares himself Gurkhan, ruler of the universe, but Temujin defeats him once and for all. Jamaka is executed respectfully, honoring their former friendship. In 1206, At a great Kurultai assembly by the Onon River, Temujin is proclaimed Genghis Khan, universal ruler of the Mongols. He has achieved what no one else has, uniting nearly all of Mongolia under one leader. Part 3, The Empire and the End, 1206-1227. By 1206, Genghis Khan has united the Mongol tribes under one banner. His ambitions do not stop there. Building an empire, Genghis Khan establishes laws known as the Yasa, governing everything from military conduct to crime. He organizes the empire into military and civil structures, protects artisans and merchants, and allows religious freedom. Loyalty matters more than faith. Campaigns in China, he turns south toward powerful Chinese states. First, he attacks Xia, then the Jin dynasty in northern China. Using fast cavalry and short bows, Mongol armies employ tactics, feints, and sieges to defeat numerically superior enemies. Engineers help them conquer walled cities. Campaigns in the west. In 1219, he invades the Khwarezmian Empire after their ruler kills Mongol traders. Cities like Samarkand and Bokhara fall. Resistance is crushed with ruthless efficiency, though Mongol control opens trade between east and west along the Silk Road. Final years. By the 1220s, his empire stretches from the Pacific to the Caspian Sea. In 1227, during a campaign against Xia, he falls ill or is injured. Accounts vary, but he dies at age 65. His body is secretly returned to Mongolia, and the location of his grave remains unknown. Legacy: Genghis Khan leaves an unprecedented empire. His sons and grandsons expand it even further. His name lives on as a conqueror, a unifier, and a visionary who reshaped the world. The boy born on the steppe, abandoned and hunted, became one of the most influential figures in history. He is remembered as Genghis Khan, the ruler of all Mongols, and a force that changed the world. Epilogue: The eternal steppe. The wind still howls across the vast Mongolian steppe. The riders have fallen silent, yet their echoes remain. A boy who was once lost in shadows has shaped the world with fire and steel. From China's walls to the deserts of Khwarezm, from the tiniest hamlet to the greatest cities, his name lives on, feared, revered, immortal. Though his body rests in a secret grave, his legacy rides on the horses of history, through trade and conquest, through stories told and songs sung. He is the child of the steppe, the storm incarnate, forever remembered as Genghis Khan.